Hello, welcome to Full Moon Meditations for the month of November 2019. This month's full moon is the frost moon in Taurus. It brings us a sensual and earthy and rejuvenating quality. It happens to be passing through Mercury retrograde, which brings its usual delays or difficulties with communications or traveling or these types of things, but there are some helpful planetary aspects that may be supportive here. And it also brings us the opportunity to reflect on the past, healing toxic or unhelpful or unsupportive patterns from the past can potentially be present here. And because of this planetary aspect of this month's full moon, it's a perfect time for quiet reflection, for us to go within and reflect more deeply on our communications and how we are reflecting our inner dialogue out into the world. It's also a very beneficial time for speaking with teachers or mentors who may be able to guide you on your journey. This full moon trine Saturn lends us to being patient and having the emotional stamina to withstand the winds of the ups and downs of our daily lives. And because of this planetary aspect, this is where we see the beneficial nature of speaking to teachers and elders and mentors, or maybe even parents, to bring in a more experienced sense of wisdom. One of the more beneficial aspects of this moon is Mars sextile Jupiter, which brings in a sense of abundance. And this is a month in particular that is beneficial for manifesting and achieving your dreams. We will see the ability to reap the harvest of all of the hard work and effort that we've put into achieving our goals this year. This particular moon is very beneficial to reaping the rewards of that harvest. So we can honor and celebrate this full moon by slowing down, making time for self-inquiry and meditation, and by treating ourselves to familiar comforts in life, which Taurus loves to receive, such as comfort food, or being in a warm, cozy bath, or dancing or singing, drinking your favorite beverage, any and all of the above, all of the juicy and self-rejuvenating qualities that we can offer to ourselves and our loved ones. This full moon will be especially appreciated. For our meditation this month, I have a few different practices for you. If you are not already in a comfortable seated position, you can pause the recording now and come to a comfortable seated position for meditation. We'll begin by closing the eyes and bringing our awareness to the posture. You'll ground your sitting bones firmly into the floor, the props beneath you. Bring the awareness to the navel and draw it in and back towards the lumbar spine. Bring the awareness to the heart center. Lift up and out powerfully through the center of the sternum. Spread the collarbones apart from each other. Draw the shoulder blades back and down away from the ears, and extend powerfully up through the back of the neck all the way up through the crown of the head. To create a simultaneous lifting above you and grounding beneath you. Now bring your awareness to the legs and to the knees. Our connection to the earth element and earth source energy lies between the knees and the upper legs. And so we'll begin by bringing our focus here into bringing life source energy up from the earth into this part of our body. Inviting a sense of groundedness and nourishment and abundance. If it feels comfortable to you, you can even place your hand just above your lap, between the knees and the thighs, and make clockwise circles in the air, just to encourage the flow of prana in this part of the body. And then bring your awareness to the very tip of your tailbone. It is where we consider to be the physical manifestation of Muladhara, root chakra. And then invite that life source energy that you've been inviting in between the knees and the legs. Invite that energy to rise up into Muladhara. Now bring your awareness to the breath. Begin by simply noticing the quality of the breath. Is it fast or slow? Is it deep or shallow? Is it smooth or scattered? What is the quality of the breath? Now I'll invite you to join me for a breathing practice. So on your next inhalation, you'll imagine in your mind saying the word slow. So inhale, slow, and then exhale, imagine in your mind, down. It's almost as if you are repeating a mantra in your mind. The mantra is slow down, and so internally you say to yourself slow on the inhale and down on the exhale. Slow down. You repeat this at your own pace for a few more breaths. To invite the quality of stillness both into the mind, the breath, and the nervous system. Also to invite the quality of being still is conducive to self-inquiry and meditation. Now I'll invite you to release this breathing exercise and return to normal breathing. This morning when I was in meditation and contemplating a mantra for today's practice, the initial thought I had was to invite a mantra related to Muladhara, but then when I was sitting in meditation, the mantra that came to me was Om Mani Padme Hum, which I think is a really wonderful practice for this month's full moon, because the intention of this moon, or part of the intention of this moon, is to reap the harvest of our hard work and practical efforts. And one of the many translations or benefits of Om Mani Padme Hum is it is the jewel of the lotus, and we see that through the mud, through the stickiness and the thick of our daily lives, that we see ourselves blossom and receive the beautiful jewels of abundance into our minds and bodies and spirits when we are patient and diligent enough to sit through the mud long enough to receive those jewels. I'll invite you to practice this mantra quietly within your mind, or you can speak it aloud a few times at your own pace. Om Mani Padme Hum, the jewel within the lotus. In my mind, this mantra always reminds me of Nepal. It's a very popular mantra in that country, and while chanting this mantra, I envision myself back at the monkey temple in Kathmandu, walking around the temple and spinning the prayer wheels, walking in circles, spinning the prayer wheels in circles over and over again. Perhaps you can envision yourself in a temple, chanting this mantra as you walk in circles. And when you're ready, you can slowly release this image from your mind. Then I'll invite you to bring your awareness back to this earth source energy that we invited into our beings, up through the feet, up the legs, in between the knees, all the way up to Muladhara. And then imagine yourself being surrounded, your entire light body being surrounded by this protective, nourishing earth source energy. Remember that at all times you are being held and protected. At all times you are able to access the jewels, the abundance, the fruits of the earth. But it is simply up to us and our dedication to our practice and our daily lives to be open to receiving this abundance. Allow yourself to feel in your entire being that you are open and willing to receive the fruits of the earth. And then bring your awareness to the crown chakra above the head. And imagine that here is where the divine teacher lives. You could imagine a teacher, mentor in your spiritual practice, or you can imagine an ethereal, divine source teacher. And ask this teacher to guide you as you walk into this next stage of life. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly release this image from your mind. Bring the hands to heart center and bow the head. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know peace. Namaste.